Hello, my name is Axel Sjöblad and I would like to welcome you to this recorded version of my 2021 presentation in relation to the annual general meeting of SenzaGen. In this presentation, I will both comment on the 2020 closing and give you a 2021 update. I will start with the 2020 summary and our financial results. During the year, we increased sales and lowered costs. Sales during the full year of 2020 increased to 8 million and tripled compared to 2019. This is still a modest number, I know, but it is very clear that the different sales KPIs are pointing in the right direction. As a measure to adjust costs, 7 employees left the company in a restructuring with positive bottom line effect from the first quarter of 2020. This change made it possible for us to enter the pandemic period with a well-balanced cost structure. After the closing, we can conclude that we are well financed to continue developing SenzaGen in line with our plans. Let me go back to the sales performance. With the work that the organization did during 2020, it is clear that even if the pandemic slowed our transformation and progress down, we are in a much better position today than we were when 2020 started. During the year, we delivered growth in a time when our customers' purchase patterns were prolonged and changed due to COVID-19 uncertainty. We succeeded in establishing the disruptive guard technology with new international companies and ran tests for customers in all our 4 focus industries: pharmaceuticals, medical devices, cosmetics, and chemicals. It is very clear to me that if we look at the number of leads we pursued and the contacts we established, our 2020 sales figures would have been even higher under normal business conditions. We can conclude that guard is now used by top industry players such as Croda, producing specialty chemicals, H. Lundbeck in the pharmaceutical sector, and Sonova in the medical device industry. And the comment from H. Lundbeck is exactly what we are aiming for. Here it is very clear that SenzaGen supports them in pursuing their goals of providing a safe and healthy work environment for their employees and at the same time improving the quality of life for people living with brain disorders. When we close 2021, we expect to report several new references like H. Lundbeck. In addition to what I've already said, I would also like to highlight the following key achievements. When it comes to the growing customer base, it is very clear that we now have a confirmed interest in both our skin and respiratory sensitization tests. This is confirmed by both new and repeat orders from global customers in all our prioritized markets. When it comes to expanding the guard portfolio, we added guard skin dose response, which is one of the first tests of its kind and provides information on the dosage at which a substance causes allergy. This has led to new orders from product developing companies looking for more detailed information on skin sensitizing. When it comes to strategic partnerships, we expanded the collaboration with existing distributors and opinion leaders and broadened our partner network. Some examples of this is the new agreement with Danish Teknologisk Institut, which has a large network of global customers and leading research institutes. It is also the development of a vegan test for the CRO Accelerate in the UK, and the development of photosensitization testing together with the US Research Institute for Fragrance Materials, RIFM. Finally, we also reached an important regulatory milestone when our laboratory received a GLP approval in May. With 2020 closed, we move over to 2021, and let me give you a brief update on how far we have come. During this year, we continue working towards our break-even target and towards becoming a profitable customer-centric company. We do this guided by 2 strategic goals: growing the market presence and developing a world-class customer-centric organization supported by 6 initiatives below the goals. Under the first goal, growing market presence, the absolute most important work we are doing is to drive guard revenue. In this area, we have intensified market activities with support from partners and key opinion leaders. This has led to important orders from both new and existing customers. Two examples are a 0.6 million krona order of Guard Skin and Guard Air from a new European customer in the chemical industry, and continued work with Rifim leading to an initial grant of 0.6 million kronas to test several substances with Guard Skin dose response. In addition to these two examples, we have a steady flow of incoming smaller orders leading to a growing revenue baseline. When it comes to broadening our CRO offering, with the aim of answering customer requests and becoming a more complete supplier to the customers we already serve, we have decided to introduce new tests for skin toxicology endpoints complementing our current Guard offer. The first new endpoints are irritation and corrosion, and we will communicate more about these when these tests are launched during the fall. Finally, when it comes to developing strategic partnerships, we have renewed and expanded our global collaboration agreement with the leading CRO, Charles River Laboratories. We have also further expanded our collaboration with Rifim in the US. And finally, we have entered into new preferred supplier agreements and master service agreements with global companies. And it is from these companies we have been advised to broaden our portfolio, as I just mentioned. Another very important initiative under the growing market presence objective is of course to work with ensuring regulatory acceptance. When it comes to the inclusion of Guard in the update of the new ISO standard for medical devices, the work continues, and we are currently waiting for the ISO organization to finalize its work. This is expected to be completed during the fall. When it comes to our MDDT submission to the FDA for Guard Skin medical device, we have replied to questions and provided the FDA with additional information. The aim of this is for the FDA to qualify Guard as a test for use in the development and evaluation of medical devices. Finally, when it comes to the long-awaited OECD adoption of Guard as official test guideline, the work has also progressed. Here, EURL EQUAM Scientific Advisory Committee ESAC is finalizing its evaluation of Guard. The next important step in this process is the expert group's report, which will serve as a scientific evaluation and provide a clear indication of the group's stance on the Guard validation. We are eagerly waiting for this since long expected result. The information we currently have is that the report will be released in June 2021, and we will of course press release the result of the report as soon as we receive it. Our objective here is to refer to the ESAC opinion in all our sales work as soon as it becomes official. Looking ahead, the next step is OECD's possible adoption of Guard as a test guideline. And to push this as quickly as possible, we are in regular contact with both the Swedish Chemicals Agency and OECD and have already prepared a test guideline draft. Among our activities under the strategic goal develop a world-class customer-centric organization, I would like to highlight our continuous focus on sustainability. In this work, we push the message that our tests contribute to safer and more sustainable products reaching the market, to better and safer work environment for employees working with production in the industries that we address, and obviously a reduction of animal testing. Everything we do in this field is in line with the UN Global Compact principles. So, looking ahead, I can conclude that we are in a stronger position now than we were last year, and that we are ready to scale up as soon as the pandemic's short-term consequences are out of the way. While we wait for the OECD validation, we continue to approach customers that benefit from the Guard test's high predictivity during product development and are interested in the additional skin toxicology services that we will be able to offer through our own GLP certified laboratory. With these final words, I would like to thank you for listening.